What is going on, guys? J-Hoy back with you today. I'm bringing you another Call of Duty, not live com this time, but it is a commentary. So in this gameplay, I do end up going off. It's one of my better gameplays, not my best gameplay, but either way, I do quite well. So the main topic for today is Call of Duty. Now, obviously, Black Ops 3 is the next game to come out for the COD platform, I'll say, or the COD generation. And obviously, it's very hyped up because of the success to Black Ops 2. Personally, I didn't find Black Ops 2 to be the greatest of games, but it probably is the superior game in most people's eyes, I should say. I really enjoyed Black Ops 1. I didn't really enjoy Black Ops 2, but obviously the Black Ops series has gone very well in everyone else's eyes, and Black Ops 3 is hyped again. So basically what I just wanted to talk about is I have not seen a lot of gameplay or watched too many videos or do my research about Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, basically, Advanced Warfare is kind of hit or miss with me, because obviously coming from a competitive standpoint, it has the right game types. Just the gameplay is, I like it, sort of, but when you look at the double jumping and the boosting and that whole type of thing, you've never seen it before. Because, I mean, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, when I first got into Call of Duty, nothing even had that. Like, dolphin diving was the coolest thing, but now the double jumping and the boosting and the movement of the game, I don't know if you can really translate this to future CODs because of the competitive point, because competitive players are what basically makes Call of Duty survive. Because, I mean, I don't know, Call of Duty isn't a game where you can just play all the time if there wasn't like a competitive aspect towards it. So like if you have like an NHL game, like more videos on my channel where there's like certain game modes that you can play or make a series on, like might be a GM series. And Call of Duty is always obviously different. It's multiplayer, and there's the campaign version, or the campaign part of it. But Black Ops 3, they said there's wall running, there's some kind of other type of movement like feel to the game, making it more advanced, making it more, I don't want to say not realistic, but more of a movement based game. Now obviously it could help the game. It's one of those really cool things, but you don't really want it in a competitive scene. Now I consider myself to be a competitive gamer. Now I have taken a break for a while, only because I was busy on other things. I was trying to get my YouTube channel back up and running, which I have, so I've been very happy with that so far, and a lot of other things that I've been doing. So looking at it from a competitive standpoint, I haven't played it. I'm no hardpoints back, which was one of my favorite game modes in this game. Now Black Ops 2 had that, Ghost did not. They brought in a game called Blitz, and they had Search and Destroy, they had Capture the Flag, and what else did they have? They had one other one, I believe. So when you look at Advanced Warfare game modes, I do like them. They just need to fix some of the spawns out of Capture the Flag. Other than that, I believe it's a very good game all around. Now, the one thing I didn't like was when the game first came out, how the BAL was the only gun people ever used, and weapon balancing wasn't the greatest. Now they made the ASM better, so they can actually have a good SMG, a good submachine gun, different guns so people can actually use it. It's a type of play where you can just get in their faces and like just destroy them from close range. You can just walk up to them and shoot them and whatnot. Now, in most of my gameplays, I'm usually using a BAL because I wander on the map and use a lot of spots known by pros. And basically, I just like to kill people from range, so I'd say I'm pretty good at it. But either way, I mean, that's another thing I did want to mention. I wasn't going to bring that up just yet in the video, but another thing, weapon variants. Now in Advanced Warfare, they brought a whole new system to where you can unlock supply drops and get all these certain things and get variants of the guns. Now certain variants are better, they make your gun better, they increase the accuracy or mobility or decrease certain things, or it's a mix of both of them. Now my opinion is that is a terrible idea, mainly because Call of Duty already has a big player base, I should say, and games like Counter-Strike is a lot different, obviously, but Call of Duty, if you add guns and stupid things, people will use them. So like riot shields or heavy shields or shields in general, I know a lot of people hate them, me being one of them. So honestly, I don't want to see that brought back at all. It's a good campaign feature. Yes, I agree with that. But for multiplayer purposes, nobody gets players more angry than someone walking around with a freaking riot shield and some kind of stupid variant gun that melts in a couple bullets. Now, if you're not familiar with the competitive scene or you don't know what competitive Call of Duty is, first of all, I suggest go checking it out. It's great. It's on the rise. It's becoming bigger than some sports, like baseball or basketball or whatever. But looking at it from a competitive standpoint, they don't really use it too often. I think I've only seen a couple of things here and there, but nothing really used too often. Now, I may just be a competitive biased person here, but when you see someone walking around with a shield or with these certain things that make the game to where the people that like to make other people mad, then they can use that to their advantage. Now, basically what I'm trying to say is Call of Duty games need to take that stupid stuff out. So, like, if you go back to Black Ops 2, there's a lot of trick shot. There's a lot of snipers and a lot of clans and teams getting together and they're trick shotting. Now they're using like certain things like what were they called? Shock charges, and in this game it's called explosive drones or tomahawks or whatnot. But that was basically only used for trick shotting. People didn't really use that on a day-to-day basis in their actual games. Now they may leave like a claymore or something throughout the map, and that's cool, whatever. But for the most part, claymores and shock charges and tomahawks and that whole type of thing were only really used ever in the older CODs to trick shot or just be annoying. Now, basically, that's not the case anymore. Explosive drones aren't used. I think they're banned from competitive play, and I think riot shields or heavy shields or whatever you want to call them are banned as well. Now, basically what I'm trying to say is I want the game to change, because all this stupid stuff that they keep bringing back doesn't really help competitive or COD in general. So the last thing I did want to say is one thing to improve Call of Duty is instead of making these variants, do what Counter-Strike does. I don't know a lot about Counter-Strike. I've never played it. But one thing is they sell their skins or their camos or whatever on their guns. That makes sense. They have different names and whatnot. And basically, I would love to see more of that happen. So you can unlock camos or unlock different colors of guns, different reticles, different colors reticles, whatever. Basically, that's all I gotta say, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment what you think of the video and subscribe if you're new. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.